This is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Evac. Evac is, if you don't consider the preview wave of the deluxe class figures of Soundwave and Bumblebee, he is technically wave 9. But if you include the preview wave as wave 1, then he is technically wave 10 of the deluxe class series for Revenge of the Fallen figures. His particular wave only has 2 figures, him and the red repainted Rampage. Okay, if you remember, in the first movie, Evac looks something like this. Very cool. This was a retooled or redecoed blackout mold with a new head and new fists and entirely new paint apps. The colors are almost very identical. The new Evac has a bit of a more subdued orange. The movie one Evac had it looks a little bit more tangerine, very bright orange. But they do retain the same color scheme of gray or silver, blues, sky blues, orange and yellow. So very cool. I like this figure a lot, and part of the reason why I wanted to get the new Evac. So there. Okay. For the Revenge of the Fallen toy line, this particular deluxe class figure is, you guessed it, another repaint of, if you didn't already know, blazemaster. He's still a repaint. I don't get it. I wish Hasbro would have given him a new mold. He's quite an interesting character. I don't have the Cybertron Evac. I think that's where he began. That's where the character originated from. It's a Cybertron character who was also a helicopter, a rescue helicopter. So one thing's for sure, Hasbro's been very consistent with his character. He's always a helicopter. He's always a rescue Autobot, a search and rescue Autobot. Okay, a lot of people have been disliking this mold a lot. But I personally like this mold. I think it's a very unique mold. It can be a little bit tiresome at times, but once you get the hang of it, this mold really grows on you. And between the two, I actually like the new paints on Evac. But blazemaster is pretty cool. Not taking anything away from him. I like both of these figures. But if I had to recommend one, it would have to be this guy. If you missed out on him, I'd recommend you get this guy instead. Okay. So, on to his features. I'll just give you a good 360 of this guy. Very nice. Paint apps is just immaculate all over. Very few flaws. I did get a chance to look at other Evac figures on the shelf, and I just picked out the one with the best paint apps. Almost every Evac I saw had very little flaws, so very nice. I've put both the blades here. You can actually split them apart just like blazemaster, put one on either elbow, but I didn't think that was cool. I thought this looked a little bit cooler on him. There's very little light piping. It's almost not there. You can try and shine a light on it and his eyes will glow a little bit, but that's it. Articulation is exactly the same as blazemaster. I've mistransformed his upper thighs just to give him a little bit more character. It's supposed to be this way, but he looks a little bit corny this way, but this is the correct way of transforming his legs. Great articulation on the legs. He's got a lot of articulation. Ball jointed hips, swivel thigh again, middle thigh again. He's got bends at the knees. He's got 2 other knees right here to make a chicken leg. He's got a ball jointed ankle. The hands suffer a little bit of an articulation, but it's still there. Ball jointed shoulder and elbows with the swivel joint on the elbow. He's got 1 finger. It's just a thumb, like there. And his head is on a ball joint. And that's about it. Very nice indeed. So let's transform him. You want to take out the blades first so it's out of the way. It's easier that way. You want to fold in the thumbs inside. You want to straighten out the legs. Okay. You want to unfold the back part. Put it up front like so. Just straighten it out. Rotate. Flip it up and straighten like so. You'll be forming the tail end of the chopper. Next, you want to do the legs. You want to fold the feet inward like so. I like the transformation of this figure. It's quite involved, but not too annoying that it's going to be a pain. So I'm really liking this mold. I'm sure a lot of you are going to hate this mold, but I like it. Okay, so there are tabs there and pegs there, and then you can peg them on these holes right here, like so. This one's not cooperating. Oh, there you go. Oh, not yet. Okay. I'll peg this one first. Okay. And this one. Okay. Okay, and then just form the tail section of the chopper or the helicopter. It was so much easier before I did this. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, now the hard part. The hard part, I think, with transforming these guys really are really the arms, because you have to get them in such a way that they fold in correctly. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do the chest first. So fold up the pieces like so. Fold up the nose cone. Straighten out the head. Just join everything inward like so, and just form the front. Oops, sorry. Straighten out the head first before you do that. Before you close it in. Okay. Looks a lot like Airwolf. A little bit like Airwolf. I don't know. Could just be my imagination. For those of you who are my age, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Airwolf. Oh, sorry. Okay. Just, oh, ball joint keeps popping out on my figure at least, but don't let that stop you from buying him. Okay. Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, fold. Okay, and then, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's much better. Okay, now before we run out of time, let me just close everything in. Okay. And lastly, you want to connect the propellers and straighten them out. And there is, oh wait, fold down the landing gear. Evac in his search and rescue Baywatch helicopter mode. Very difficult to imagine this helicopter being a search and rescue helicopter. Would have wished they had added a rope with a lifesaver on it just to make it more realistic, but it works, I guess. It still has the same gimmick as the blazemaster figure. If you push onto this pad, it will spin the rotor blades. There you go. The shrunken, still repaint version of the Evac for the Revenge of the Fallen toy line. I hope this video has been very helpful to a lot of you who were wondering about this figure. Thanks for watching.